you are again. Thanks a lot for being here, and I see you. So today is one of those days that, man, I just don't want to do this. Not that I don't want to see you. Definitely not that I don't want you to see me. It's just that it's one of those cold days. The weather's not nice and it's not lekker, and I guess all of us in these days where okay, let me get into it. Let me stop pausing this and let me just tell you. Okay, so David in the Bible had one of these days. I call it one of his worst days ever. He had a day of defeat, and I didn't say the feet. Now I mean defeat. He basically lost the battle, and then he was weeping, and he was crying, and he was really saying to God, God, almost like that stance of depression and despair and like it's over. But then this verse, 1 Samuel 30 verse 6, it says that David encouraged himself in the Lord. And this is what I want to talk to you about today. Something very near and dear to my heart, because it's fine, you know, when things go great, when things are cool and quiet and things like that, when things work out, when things are lekker, then you're on top of the world and you say to yourself that, nah, man, I can do anything and I can do all things and I can do all things so Christ strengthens me, and things are, yeah. But when life comes and life knocks you down, what do you do then? And this is where Enhearten yourself was birthed. This ministry, this channel, and literally, I like channel because it's literally a vehicle, a vessel to you, from me to you, from my heart to your heart, in enheartening, strengthening your heart. Life is not fair. And then, of course, there's people who's going to argue and say, no, life is fair. And then I say life is hard. And then, life isn't hard. And yeah, maybe this is not for you. So, you know, I don't know if you have a remote or how your phone works and how your TV works and whatever, but you can click it and it's fine. But for some of us, life is hard. Life can knock you down. And when it does, you need to know how to enhearten yourself, how to strengthen yourself, how to restore yourself. And it can be tough. And in that moment, that crucial moment, David encouraged himself, and he does so in the Lord. Now, from my past videos, you could gather that I never wanted to do this kind of a thing, man, where I literally now I'm speaking to Christians, man, and I am one myself, so I never wanted to do this kind of a thing, but in any event, I kept on trying to figure out the way how to do it without the Lord. And most certainly there are ways to do it without Him, in the sense of psychology, physiology. There's ways and means, motivation. There's so many other things, man, that you can do. Self-help. You name it. But is it really everlasting? And I question that for a reason, because you see, it's easy to promote self-help, and it's easy to promote that. But if you find yourself really down in life, you can't really pick yourself up. I know it is promoted and all of that stuff and so forth, but can you really pick yourself up? In my personal experience, I find that you can't. You really need someone. My someone is Jesus Christ. My someone is my Lord and Savior. My someone is God. And David strengthened himself. He encouraged himself in the Lord. For some of you, you need someone. You need your family member. You need your mom, your dad, your aunt, your uncle, your grandfather, grandmother. You need somebody there. Some of you need a close friend. You need someone to pull you out when you don't know how to go on. I'm talking about a real despair, a real depression, a real struggle, a real trouble, struggle, real defeat. I'm not talking about these easy things that people talk about and complain about. And even correcting myself in that. Because how can I say that your struggle is easy when I've never been in your shoes? I've never faced your battle. I've never faced your trial. And I am the one that can say, man, it's easy, man. I've learned in life that for grade 1, that 1 + 1 math problem is a big deal to that grade 1. For matriculant, it might be something that is obvious. 1 + 1 = 2. 1 multiplied by 1 = 1. It's not difficult, grade 1. Why are you struggling? But he's a matriculant. He's grade 12. Obviously, to him, it might not be, to her, it might not be so difficult, but to that grade 1, it is. So why is the grade 12 talking down on the grade 1? Vice versa. There's certain challenges in life for the level that you're at that is just plain difficult, and sometimes you don't even know why it is overwhelming, but the point is not for us to look upon others to say that this is difficult and this is not. How do we know? How do we really know when somebody is having a difficult time? How do we know? Only God knows. I don't know what you're facing. I don't know. I really don't know. I've been guilty of this myself. We sometimes do this thing where we compare pain, and we say we start telling a story, and we're like, I've been through this, and but 10 years ago I went through this kind of experience, and mine was worse than yours, and yours wasn't as bad as mine, and yours wasn't that big of a deal, and so on. But we should just stop that, and we should just start loving each other. We should just start having compassion, because if we think about us as human beings, we are all broken in some area, in some way, some fashion, some form. I don't know what you face today. I don't know what you're going to face tomorrow. I don't know what your yesterday is like. What I do know is, especially for my kind of audience, I do know that at some point in your life, there has been a season. I know at some point in your life, there is a season, there will be a season, where you have to look and you have to strengthen yourself in the Lord. You have to call that friend. You have to call that someone and ask for help. Enhearten yourself is there. It has really helped me. I started this video by simply saying to you, I don't want to do this. I didn't want to do this. So it's cold weather. I don't like cold weather. I don't like it. It just makes me miserable, man. And so I had all the excuses to not do this. I didn't want to do it, first of all. I didn't want to do it. I didn't feel like it. So not feeling like it, I then didn't want to talk. I don't feel like talking. I want to be in the bed. I don't want to talk now. It's rather late. So it's late at night now. I don't know, these kwai lights here. For the English people, kwai means these cool, great lights. Yeah, it makes it seem like it's like light time, sorry. But the thing is, all these reasons for not wanting to do something, but my hope is just that you that's watching this can get something out of this. And the message is simple. Strengthen yourself in the Lord. Encourage yourself in the Lord. Because when the time comes, when something happens, you need you to tell you that someone greater is in you, and someone greater is watching over you, And that someone says that He who is in you is able to fulfill something great inside of you and able to pull you out of something that you can't pull yourself out of. So encourage yourself in the Lord. And until we see each other again, I hope that this message gave you some hope. And this message gave you something to hold on to, so that you know that no matter what you face, even if it's that defeat, I hope you can go and read 1 Samuel 30, where David had to encourage himself in the Lord. And I hope you find some strength inside of yourself, but not just in you, strength in the Lord. And then you gain some strength for yourself. And I hope you spread that strength to someone else. See you next time. God bless you.